Okay. All right. Settle down. What are we going to do? It's 2020 and dragons rule the world. Who is going to save us? Who can we count on? All right. All right. I fell into a burning rain of fire. I went down, and the flames went higher, and it burns. The rain of fire, the rain of fire. I'm an idiot. Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we are going to be talking about a movie that I swear I saw. I know I saw this movie, but I couldn't remember it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and watch it. Why not? Today we're going to be talking about 2002's Reign of Fire. What this movie is about is Christian Bale's character when he was a kid. He goes to visit his mom at like this industrial dig, which by the way, bad start to the movie when you let the kid down in the dig and don't give him a hard helmet the entire time. Anyway, he goes and finds his mom. Some of the workers let him go into what they found, which is this big empty area, which, spoiler alert, there be dragons in there, or a dragon. So as him and his mom are escaping, the mom gets killed, and Christian Bale, as a kid, sees this big old dragon, is freaked out by dragons. We jump to the year 2020. Christian Bale has this little bit of a society built in and underneath this castle, trying to keep everyone safe and alive. After a tragedy happens, when some people try to go get food, they're trying to figure out what to do. Then all of a sudden, good old America shows up. Some military guys show up, led by Matthew McConaughey's character. And they seem to have ulterior motives, yet we don't find out what those are right away. But they end up wanting to go kill the male dragon, because apparently there's only one male dragon and all the rest are females. And when the females lay their eggs, the one male goes and he spreads a seed, and that's how the dragons keep replenishing themselves. Because apparently there's lots of dragons in the world. Okay, so they go. Christian Bale's character wants to keep everyone safe. McConaughey's character first says, "Do you want to come fight with me?" And then he's like, "You're going to come fight with me." So he takes some people. Things end up badly. He realizes his mistake. He goes back, and then all of a sudden, what an army couldn't do, three people do, and they go and fight and destroy the male dragon. That's the short of this movie. Look, I gotta say, I know I'd seen it, but I didn't remember a lot of it. This is one of those movies that, man, it's both good and not good. Look, I will say this, the acting is fine. McConaughey's a little silly, but he's playing like that tough military guy type character, which, by the way, I got to point this out, and maybe this was just me. Maybe someone knows this. I swear his beard kept changing. Like, it would be thin in one scene, he'd have kind of like, there'd be whiskers here, but he'd have like the longer mustache and just a little bit of whiskers here and here. Then he would have a full beard. I swear his beard changed the entire movie. And he was only there like a few days. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, McConaughey's kind of fun in this. Christian Bale is like the serious character. He's just wanting to protect everyone. But that being said, he doesn't want to take the risks. Gerald Butler's character is just kind of a supporting character. He's Christian Bale's character's best friend. Then you have a love interest who is with McConaughey. She is the helicopter pilot, and she instantly has bedroom eyes for Christian Bale's character. I mean, it's Christian Bale. I mean, he wouldn't, but she instantly, you can tell they're gonna be together in the end. While they don't ever like show them together, they kind of do, because at the last scene of the movie, you see them walking off, they're holding hands. So the characters are fine in this. The story itself, I dug because it's just it. I mean, yes, it's another, you know, it's apocalyptic world, you know, because the governments and everything tried to destroy the dragons with their nukes and everything, and nothing worked because the dragons apparently thrive on death. So none of them worked. So the Earth was wasted. But it's about these people trying to survive, and really in some ways they did have to accomplish the mission of destroying the male, but by doing that, by accomplishing that mission, you see that the dragons are starving too because they're running out of humans, right? So they don't have anything to eat, so they start eating each other. So after the male's destroyed, well, they can't replenish, and they're eating each other, so they're eventually gonna, you know, destroy themselves. So anyway, so I like the story. It's just a story about survival, but also having to take some chances and step up if you can do something that's going to help save your people. You just can't always hide, because they have this saying. It's like, I can't remember exactly everything, but it's like, you know, what do you do when you wake? You look up at the sky. What do you do when you sleep? Keep one eye to the sky. What do you do when the dragons come? You run and hide and go as deep into the ground as possible. Whatever the little saying they have, it was like their nightly prayer. But there were some really cool moments in this about these people's survival, because see, in Christian Bale's character's community, they've taken in some children and everything, and Christian Bale and Gerard Butler actually perform part of The Empire Strikes Back. The you know, you killed my father. No, I'm your father. You know, they pull all that off, and the kids are like, did you make that up yourself? And they're like, of course we did. And then they want to tell more stories, like, tell the Lion King. And it's just funny how they incorporated some of that stuff in there, and it just made these people feel real, because it's like, you know, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to pull from my childhood and tell these kids these stories. And so I really liked what they did there. I mean, you don't get really invested in a lot of the different characters. You only get invested in like the few main ones, but you still care for the characters that they are caring for. You want to see them survive, and a lot of bad things happen to people in this. I also will say, for the most part, the effects hold up. Now, granted, a lot of the effects are in the dark, so as we know, CG and everything does better in darker scenes, because you can hide the flaws. But really, you know, I don't know what all was CG and what was practical, but I thought the effects held up pretty well. Now, there is a scene, and if I can find the picture, I will pop it up. I'm of course recording this first. But if I can find it, there was a scene in the trailer where you see McConaughey like diving at a dragon. You know, you have 12-pack abs, McConaughey diving at a dragon, and he's like got this axe, and it looks like, oh, it's a scene where he's a bad MFer, right? But man, he goes out like a punk in that scene. It's supposed to be serious. He's supposed to be buying the other two characters' time, but man, it's almost too funny, and it's near the end of the movie, so it's supposed to be serious, but it's almost near the end of the movie, and it's kind of funny. But in the end, though, this movie, it was enjoyable. Now, it's not one I'm gonna rush back and watch over and over and over again, but for what it was, you know, you have a post-apocalyptic society trying to survive and defeat dragons. It's as simple as that. Again, you got McConaughey's character is kind of fun, kind of crazy. Bale's a serious character, and they're fighting dragons, and there's not much more you can say about it than that. It's a decent movie. Am I going to highly recommend it? Do you need to spend money to rent it? No, but hey, it's on Amazon Prime, so you don't have to pay anything if you have Amazon Prime if you want to watch it. So yeah, Reign of Fire. I'm glad I went back and watched it again. Again, I probably won't visit it again for a long time, if ever. But hey, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the premise, and it was a fun watch for me. So anyway, that's going to be all for this review. See you later.